for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. For this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Give yourself a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you riding alongside me as always. My man, Jay Pylon. What's going on, Jay?
What's good, Cannon? Good to see you, man. Congratulations on your new job, right? Are you going back with the IT?
Yeah, I'm back with the IT, bruh.
That's what's
back
good.
With the
Congratulations.
IT.
How they treating you out there? Doing pretty good with it?
So far, so good. It's in the same, basically the sector that I was in prior. So
okay.
I ain't complaining about it. So far, so
you got
good.
Nice little pier. I saw your video earlier. I was watching earlier today.
Yeah, I get the privilege of working downtown. Downtown,
yeah,
bro. Right on the water. You know, lunch breaks are awesome. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Lunch breaks are awesome. Get to,
bust out the fishing poles. Nah.
I know, right? I don't know if I want the fish out of the harbor, bro. They might have they might have like a second, a third eyeball or something.
Fourth
yeah.
eye. Like the Simpsons fish.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, so check it, right? We streaming live tonight, not only from the Cannon Hotep YouTube channel, but we streaming live from Hotep TV. It's Hotep TV. Spread the word. Go over to rumble.com. Type in Hotep TV. Make sure that you subscribe. That's where you're gonna start to catch my shows. It's not. I'm gonna still do content on my Rumble page. But Cannon Speaks and the Hotepsman Told You After Party, that's going to be running on the Hotep TV channel. That's the Hotep TV channel over on Rumble. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody. Got that. So, me, Uncle Hotep Jesus, we forming part of Voltron. We forming Voltron over there, man. We're going to bring you guys content all on one channel on Rumble, man. So, go over there and support. Right now, we got 5 watching over on Rumble and climbing. And what we doing on YouTube right now? We got 12 over on YouTube. YouTube ain't put my notification out as usual. You already know how I go. YouTube ain't put out my notification as usual. Shout out to Jay Pylon again for being an MVP, putting that Rumble, that Hotep TV Rumble page in the chat. It's also in the description. I appreciate it. Anyway, bro. So, let me get this out the way. Raising Cane's. You ever heard of Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Sucks. Raising Cane's.
So your Raising Cane's out there is garbage.
No,
you tried the one in Texas.
I was trying the one in Texas, bro. Raising Cane's is terrible. They have all they sell is just chicken tenders. There's no different flavors. There's no seasoning on those chicken tenders, and they sell one sauce that tastes like I don't even know what it tastes like mayonnaise, ketchup, and Old Bay. That's what it tastes like. It was horrendous. Now the thing about it, I say this because my daughter, she wanted Raising Cane's. Dad, can we go to Raising Cane's? Because we have one here in Baltimore now. People camped out for this, bro. In Baltimore. Overnight, right. Lines is down the street for out, bro. I'm sitting there like, yo, this must be a fantastic chicken tender, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there like, I'll get me some Raising Cane's, and I was so disappointed, bro. So disappointed that I called my daughter and said, Raising Cane's sucks. Right, because she wanted it so bad. I was like, it tastes like they went to Sam's Club, bought some chicken tenders, threw them joints in the fryer, no seasoning, and then whipped together some bullshit sauce. And people love it. Bro. All right. Whataburger, I had Whataburger for the first time. That was pretty good. It's pretty decent. Can't be mad at Whataburger. Ironically, had some really good seafood in Houston.
You had some seafood there?
Yeah, they had seafood, like a seafood boil. Bro, I had like some baby octopus and some shrimp, some crawfish. Oh, bro, it was fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Yeah, bro. I got to figure out how to do this shit myself. I like doing seafood boils here, especially in the summertime. Right. I need to figure out their formula over there, bro. Oh, man. It's crazy. Anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live because YouTube ain't doing it. YouTube is not doing it. Go over to Hotep TV over on Rumble. Subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, Super Chats, Rumble Rants always help. If you want to donate directly, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Like to try to cut the YouTube overlords out. If you're catching the replay, let me know how I'm doing. I appreciate that. Anyway, so bro, Super Bowl. Let's get to the Super Bowl. What you think about the Super Bowl? I thought it was a great game.
To me, it played out exactly as I expected. Basically, like when I was on the chat and I talked with Chad called it when we were together on the we did a little Super Bowl thing yesterday with Hotep Jesus where we were breaking down the game. We watched the game, and even beforehand, I did a little decode on my channel about it ahead of time, and basically it went exactly according to plan. I thought that because it was supposed to be high scoring, it was supposed to have a changeover in the halftime, that one team would emerge victorious at the halftime, and that and I called the end score. I said the end score will be 38, and that nonsense that people were putting out online was a psyop to get people tricked when they said, "Here's the scripted score of the Eagles winning." That was some nonsense, not to be fallen for. And and Chad, though, shout out to him because he called it. He said that when you see the Super Bowl halftime, they're going to have all that red coloring. That means the Chiefs are going to win. So, and he nailed it. That's what happened. The Chiefs won. And they threw me off with that 38. I thought it was supposed to go towards the Eagles. I first had it at the Chiefs. I should have just kept it at the Chiefs because now I've jacked up my record, and that's my first Super Bowl I messed up. But anyway, all good. It was a nice little clean bowl, bowl game.
Yeah, I was impressed by Jalen Hurts, man. I was impressed by Jalen Hurts.
His play?
Yeah, I did like his play. He had a key turnover that could have won them the game. It was that fumble that turned into a touchdown. Other than that, I mean, he was on it, bro. He was on it, and boy, oh boy, like, first off, I got to give him a shout out for the ones that he had on. He had the Jordan ones on, the retros with the cleats. Them joints was hot, yo. They was fire, bro. They was fire. Other than that, his gameplay was on point, man. He was doing his thing. He was going toe to toe with arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league, in Patrick Mahomes, man. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes would fire and they would score a touchdown. Here come the Eagles again. You know what I mean? Both defenses was giving it their all. You know what I mean? It was a good game. It was a good game. It came down to the wire. Came down to a field goal. You know what I mean? Even though the Eagles was being petty, you saw how he stopped. You saw shit, I can't remember his name. He stopped right before he was about to score the touchdown. Like he ran and got to like the 2. Right? Yeah, he ran and got to like the 2-yard line and just stopped and took a knee because
that was their game plan. They wanted to give them only 2 seconds or whatever. No, it was 8 seconds, right?
Right.
They wanted to give them only 8 seconds to try to do something with.
I was like, yo, that's petty. That's petty, but that's that's damn good football right there. That's smart, right? But it was a fantastic game, and I'm not mad at the game, right? Now, what I will say is that people they're putting too much stock in. First off, they're putting too much stock in the halftime show, right? They're putting too much stock in the halftime show, and they're putting too much stock in like the black national anthem, quote unquote, being sung. First off, it's not a black national anthem, people. It's I think what's the history of it? I think it was written when Lincoln did his address or whatever, right? Or something like that. It was, but it's been sung in the churches as a church hymn for like 100 years, right? Like, I know we used to sing it in our church every Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I know it from. So it's a beautiful song in my opinion. I like it. It's like singing in church. So I didn't see a problem with them singing it at the Super Bowl. My problem with it is that they're using it to be divisive. You know what I mean? They're using it to be divisive. That's my problem with it. It's like, stop. You know what I mean? Oh, they have their national anthem and no, stop saying they have their national anthem and we have our. No, what? That's division. That's division. That's what that is. It's honestly, should there be one national anthem? Sure. Do I got a problem with the national anthem that we have now? No, I don't. Especially since they took out the fucked up part about the national anthem, the second and third verse, right? That's gone. They don't sing that. They just sing the first verse now. So I don't really have an issue with it. However, I think that people were getting too up in arms. Why they got to sing that? Like, why not? Why not? What's the difference between that? They could have said that the Ray Charles "Oh Beautiful" they could have said that shit was the black national anthem. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? America the Beautiful,
yeah.
Is that what it's called? Like
yeah,
that.
I was just gonna say that because you got reading my mind. I was just gonna say, that's the American Beautiful was playing, right? Babyface was singing it the other time, right? And I couldn't hear it at first, so I thought Babyface was doing the national anthem. So I said, "Oh, Babyface doing the national anthem." And Chad and Hotep, Jesus corrected me and said, "No, that's America the Beautiful. Chris Stapleton is gonna sing the national anthem." And I said, "Oh, okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure it's gonna be all right." So there's a lot of hype and hoopla over basically nothing. Learn to pick your battles better. It's like, what the heck are y'all?
Emmanuel
What the heck
Presley
are y'all
crazy.
worrying about?
He said the black national anthem should be Before I Let Go. That song is played at every black cookout on the 4th of July. It's played on every black radio station for 4th of July, spring break, you name it. Labor Day. You know what I mean? Like it's played at nauseum. J.R. Bell said, I said Babyface was looking like Denzel in 2010. So I didn't get to see that. I didn't know Babyface performed America the Beautiful because I got home late. I was just getting home.
Oh, okay. So you missed that little part.
I missed that. I missed the whole first part. I had to go back and look. But I didn't have an issue with it. But I don't like how they take these things and they run with it in the media. And it's like, oh, this is this. Oh, these are the two. These are the two first. These are the two first black quarterbacks to face off in the Super Bowl. So what? Why can't it just be two great quarterbacks who just so happen to be black facing off in the Super Bowl? Well, it's always got to be.
It can't be because it's got to be divisionary, and we got to be. Wait, look, and also they got to do all this twos and doubles for the year of the doubles in 2023. So they gotta play this whole little thing up about seeing double.
Yeah, Saw, she right, yo. Saw says no, they messed that song up when Nickel Slick got in office and they was dancing in the street. That's right. And then your girl Beyonce took it and messed that song up too because she remade it. And I don't know why people think the Beyonce mix is better than the original because it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. It's just not. I'm not a big fan of Beyonce. If you didn't know, I'm not. Yo, I'm not a big fan of Beyonce. I've never been. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Protocol says there's the country's national anthem and then the black national anthem that was dubbed. That since it was uniting him and we was being thrashed. I can understand that. I just think that it's a beautiful song, and if you want to name it the black national anthem. Name it the black national anthem, but don't use it to be divisive. You know what I mean? Because it's the left that's using it to be divisive. But then you got the people on the right who are
reacting. They're reactionary to it.
Yeah, and it's annoying. It's like, yo, let them play it. So what? It's a great song. It's a great song.
Yeah. About the same thing I feel with the what is it? The America the Beautiful. We're not complaining about the America the Beautiful, are we?
No.
Who's complaining about America the Beautiful? Nobody. So why in the world are they complaining about the other little song? I don't. That's just It's just like then halftime has some more songs. So the whole thing is about pageantry anyway. It doesn't matter what all songs they got going down in it. And right before that, Jason Derulo was singing and stuff like that. So there's tons of different songs. You can look at it that way and just be like, okay, they got lots of different songs going down. So what? You see the same thing in fights.
Yeah.
In fights, they got all the different, like they'll be in some country where neither of the fighters is even whatever, and suddenly they got the Chinese national anthem playing, the Mexican national anthem playing, the American national anthem playing, the British national anthem, and you be like, this is not even the fighters' countries,
right?
But they playing 5 different other nationalities anthems right before the fight gets started.
Right. It's
nothing new.
I think we put too much. I agree. It's nothing new, and I think people put too much stock in that shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all Americans, guys. The great American melting pot. We're all different nationalities and cultures and all that other good stuff that we share with each other. You know, but at the end of the day, we're all American. You know what I mean? Except for the illegals coming across the Rio Grande illegally. Get in line and become an American, goddammit. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Jabari says, I'm not worried about the stupid Super Bowl. East Palestine and Ohio is way more important. They about to destroy our farmland and food supply. We're going to get to that, Jabari. We're going to get to that, Jabari. So, did you see this shit, bro? Don't worry, Jabari. We're going to get to that, bro, because that shit That threw me for a loop today.
So that's like the main event of our topic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the main event of our topic, Jabari. Hold tight.
We're
Hold
working our
tight.
way into it. We got the undercards to go through first.
I didn't hear about that shit till this morning.
Hmm?
Like I didn't.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say I didn't hear about it. I seen it on my timeline, but I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
And then this morning, I'm just going through some stuff that I missed, and I said, "Wait, what's this?" But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, what's this dumbass name? Fletcher Cox, is that his name, bro?
Oh, wearing the silver blouse,
bro.
This whole get up costume of Super Bowl.
Wait a minute.
Bro, he got on a strapless shirt. He got on a halter top. He looked like the first lady of a black Baptist church. He even damn near at a glance, I thought the nigga had pearls on his neck.
He just missed the big hat.
And at first, I thought when I seen this, right, he looked like he was like humiliated, bro. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look.
Strahan thinking.
He looked like, yo, I lost a bet and I had to wear this. Look.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
Wait a minute. Wait.
You already have a ring, but what would a win today?
Wait.
What would that mean?
That means a lot. One ring is good. The second ring, especially in Philly.
Bro, I'm pretty sure my mother has like several of them shirts in her closet. I'm sure my mother got several of them shirts in her closet, bro.
Natasha cutting up.
What'd she say? Hold up. Where Natasha at?
Oh my goodness.
She said Fletcher Cox. Saw said Fletcher Cox looked like Medea at church. Bro.
The Medea. She said that's the Kamala Harris outfit.
Bro, that is the Kamala. Mel Presley says, as a moderator on the Cannon Hotep YouTube account, we do not support the future second largest voting bloc. We do support the second largest voting bloc, the currently illegal POCs, and we hope they have safe flights to Martha's Vineyard. Appreciate that public service announcement, sir. Appreciate
all the PSAs coming down the pipe.
Yeah, Jabari said it's a humiliation ritual, bro. He might.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how they cost him the game. We should have known ahead of time when we saw him. The humiliation ritual was on.
bro. I guess we about to see his ass on what Fox Sunday Night Football or some shit next year. He about to get himself an anchor position. That's what it looked like. He had to wear that though, bro. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have did it. I ain't wearing that shit. Then you had your boy Juju Smith-Schuster come up with a kilt. He had on a kilt, some weird shirt, and like I don't know what kind of hat he had on.
He's not my boy. I don't know him from Adam. Not what you talking about.
I ain't gonna lie though, the boots was fire though. He had some dope boots though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I got you. I saw you post. You talked about it earlier in your Twitter feed.
Yeah, his boots was dope.
He had on the kilt.
Yeah, he did. He had on the kilt. Let me see if I can't find it. I know I put it in his. Here it goes. Here go this dude walking into the joint. Holy smokes. Look at my man, y'all. Boots too damn big.
So what team was he on?
He played for the Chiefs. Bruh. Like, I think they Fendi boots, I guess. I think they Fendi boots or Balmain. I think they Fendi boots. But I'm just like, I couldn't do it. Like, I don't
representing
understand.
His what is this? His the final from the WWE. Now you representing his Scottish heritage. He got Roddy Rod Piper in his family.
Bro, he must, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I was just in there tripping.
Juju. Yeah, you're right. When they put the juju on you. Yeah. Jabari with the juju.
Reaction PR says, in my honest opinion, the UFOs are cover for the government normalizing having more military aircraft in the sky. Treachery is afoot. Keep it koofy on tight. I hear that.
It's a good take.
It's a real good take.
That sounds real solid to me.
I think so.
We was look at Natasha. She said we was Celtics.
Oh man, he's trying to be an extra in Braveheart too. Who knows? But let's get to the Rihanna thing. All right,
That was a Rihanna thing.
Yeah. So first off, pregnant or not, Rihanna's still fine. Just gonna say
She pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant. She's pregnant.
She got a baby on board.
Salute to ASAP Rocky for knocking that up again. He know what he doing. However, the Super Bowl was the halftime show was lackluster. It was lackluster.
They blew all their budget on all the past rituals.
They did. They blew all their budgets on the past rituals.
Remember when Madonna came out riding some kind of Baphomet beast and throwing up sixes and all kind of craziness?
Yep. You know, Katy Perry and her shit.
Them days, I guess, are over.
Beyonce and her stuff with the Illuminati ritual dance or humiliation dance, whatever it's called. Like yeah. You know, they all their past rituals. Rihanna's was ritual light. Like it had some symbolism there, but it wasn't a whole lot. Right? Now, people was going in on her, talk about, oh, she's a harlot, she's what's the word? A hoe or whatever the fuck they were calling her, and how could she grabbed her crotch and licked her fingers? And I'm like, it's Rihanna. It's Rihanna. What y'all expect her to do? That's the type of music she make. That's what, come on, rude boy, let me get it up. Like, that's the music she make. What y'all expect? What y'all expect? That's what you're gonna get from Rihanna. People tripping out. And the same people tripping out, I was like, I willing to bet if Rihanna was in their house butt naked holding her ankles, they be all for it.
Oh man.
If Rihanna was in the house butt naked
and
holding
she was thick too.
Huh?
That's all I was saying, and she was thick too. That's all I said whenever we saw her.
Yeah.
Come on, I was like, oh, she's thick now, huh?
Several
she's pregnant thick.
Several C's. I'm just saying, like, it's people, they virtue signaling. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Like, yo, what y'all expect? That's what Michael Jackson grabbed his crotch all the time. Nobody had a problem with that shit. Rihanna, that's what she do. What you expect? So y'all got mad. You get mad at a church song being sung, you know, after the national anthem or before it. I don't know if it came before or after the national anthem, but you get mad at a church song being sung during the national anthem, but then turn around and get mad because Rihanna ain't a fucking a gospel singer. Like, make y'all minds up. Make your minds up. You know, she got hits, right? She ain't doing a whole bunch of acrobatics because she pregnant. You can see that.
Right.
First, I was like, damn, she got a little beer belly, right? I like, she must not got rid of all that baby weight, right? That's what I was thinking. You know, she got a little gut, but it's all good, you know. But then if somebody said, no, she knocked up again, I was like, oh shit, go ahead, ASAP. I see you, bro. You know what I mean? But I didn't think it was a bad halftime show, but it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't, they pulled out all the stops. It's like you said, they ran out of budget and Jay-Z was like, hey, yo, Rihanna, can you do this for me? And she like, all right, cool. Because she ain't got to do it.
Look, the focus was just on, Jay-Z put the focus just on Rihanna, just on his female, a female artist. That was it. Like, it was, the focus was on her.
Period.
We didn't have any cameos from Ye or Jay. And she got songs with Eminem and everybody under the sun practically, right? She do.
Right.
She has songs with everyone, but nobody suddenly popped up. It was just all attention, all eyes on Rihanna.
It would have been dope, though. It would have been dope.
It would have. I was hoping for it, but
Jay-Z would have.
If
Ye would have popped out of nowhere, if Ye would have popped out with all of the light show,
people would have went crazy.
Went
crazy. But look, last year, what'd they have? Didn't they have 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, everybody under the sun?
Yeah, everybody
right.
out there.
Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm. They had
everybody under the sun, plus Miley Cyrus and a couple other people at the very start of it.
Right. They blew their load last year. But the thing about it is, I'm like, all right, it's cool. It was tame. It was tame. It was tame. It was cool. People got to go, oh yeah, that's right. Rihanna did. She was on that song. Oh yeah, she did make that song. Oh, all right. I'm just happy she didn't sing that song from Black Panther. I'm tired of that song. That Lift Me Up song. I'm over it. I was so happy that made my night. The fact that she did not sing that song during halftime. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, did you watch the Black Panther Part 2?
Yeah,
Forever?
Yeah, I watched it. It
wasn't that great.
Eh.
It wasn't as bad as Black Adam.
No, it was not. I kind of. I mean,
it wasn't. I wasn't that cool to me. I didn't really care for it too much. I liked the first one better.
I kind of enjoyed Black Adam a little bit. The second time.
A little bit.
The second time around. Like I watched it the second time with my son.
When rewatched it again.
Yeah, I did. My son wanted to, so I watched it again. I was like, it's not too bad. But Wakanda Forever. I like Namor. I like this character. It was I don't know. I guess they was so heavy on the female superhero stuff that it almost felt like a soap opera. You know what I mean?
It got dramatical.
Yeah, just a tad bit. You know. But anyway, I digress. Guys, get off Rihanna's back. Then you had people like, well, she said she was going to boycott the Super Bowl ever since what happened to Kaepernick. What happened to that? I'm like, because Jay-Z running that shit now. Jay-Z's in charge of the Super Bowl halftime show talent. Rock Nation, the group she belonged to, the leader of that group is running the Super Bowl halftime show. That's a win. That's a win. That right there alone should be like, all right, boycott over. We got representation at the Super Bowl. Jay-Z is the talent fucking manager or producer or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. People just, I'm like, why people want to find something to hate about? Like, it wasn't. This Super Bowl this year is probably one of the better Super Bowls I've seen in a long time. Right, from start to finish. That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Natasha really tripping. Shoot the J. Shoot it. But you know what I mean? Yeah, yo, like it was too much, right? You're right. Yeah, he's like, damn, he knocked out the whole spoiler alert. Yeah, I mean, but yo, it's yeah. Sauce said, no, Black Adam was a good movie. It was definitely better than Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I didn't mind Black Adam the second time around. But yo, get off Rihanna's back. She didn't even have to do that shit. She set for life. I'm not saying because she ASAP Rocky's baby mother. She got Fenty Savage, whatever that clothing company she got. She making handle.
I thought she sold some lipstick or whatever one time.
Oh yeah,
too,
she got
have a lipstick brand or something like that?
She got a cosmetic line, if I'm not mistaken, but she got a clothing line as well. And she's making hand over fist money right now. She ain't got to sing another song in her life. She doing this shit just because, whatever, cool. That's like Andre 3000 just coming out and getting on the verse just because he felt like it. That's like Lauren. That's like Lauryn Hill coming and jumping on Nas's album just cause. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Right. But Jabari Judah says they won 87 or sold. De La Soul. Yeah, boy. Before the Super Bowl, read at halftime means a rebirth of the Phoenix.
Yeah,
so
look, that was.
Oh, let me read this. So the Big Chief defeated the Liberty of Eagles in the State of Our Farms Arena. Oh shit. So East PS, we get in poison in no time. Woo, Jabari.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jabari, for saying that, because that's a part of that symbolism. And then Chad was alluding to that a little bit too, and I was alluding to that as well yesterday, as also that that whenever this is taking place, it's symbolically representing more than just what's on the surface. So we could be seeing, like Chad was saying, we could be seeing like that bowl game and all the color red coming out is like almost basically like China coming together, and our crops and everything suffering right now that we've been seeing. It's been ongoing, right?
Yeah.
And these things have been happening too. Think about it too. everything is coming in doubles this year, right? So watch for double earthquakes, watch for double events like what we saw out of. We already seen it with the balloons. It's coming in doubles each time. It had 4 balloons, so I mean it's doubled up. So it's gonna be wild.
I wonder if 99 red balloons are gonna go by. You know what I mean? You like that? You like that pull I just pulled out? 99 red balloons. Nobody.
No, I like that's from that just the song from the song, but yeah, it's symbolic too.
So it's Jay's World said crazy. The moon is in Scorpio, which has to do with rebirth energy,
right?
Phoenix energy.
Fact.
He said, but yeah, guys, like I was saying, get off of Rihanna's back. She worth $3.4 billion. Like Sauce just said, she ain't got to do nothing. Not a thing. She did that because another billionaire asked for a favor. That's it. Why not? Let me show y'all I still got it with the baby bump. Just saying. Let's go over here on Rumble. We got Zal Goldstein. What's going on? He says, so this is Rumble, huh? I think I like it here. I hear that. So we got Jimmy Doss Hotep over there as well. He said, I thought it was good. She did good and it wasn't over the top. Nobody freaking out when JT or MJ grabbed themselves. Exactly. Or when Justin Timberlake pulled Janet Jackson titty out. You know, it's just, that wardrobe malfunction. You know. Conservatives looking goofy, finding reasons to be mad. That's facts. So, anyway, what's the next story here?
Yeah, there's what's that? The talking points conservatives that run their little spot. They look real silly.
Yeah.
Just don't watch the bowl game.
Just it.
Stick with your laurels and go ahead and boycott it like you said you was in the first place.
Facts.
Stay out of it.
Just go watch fucking rugby. The United States tells citizens to leave Russia immediately. Woo! What is that about, Jay? Did you read up on that?
Yeah, I looked into it, but I don't have any symbolism behind it just yet, and I don't have any decode for it either. But looking at it though offhand, like that sounds like something could be up.
That's
like
what
get
I'm
the
saying.
heck out of Russia, U.S. citizens. Okay.
So it says Moscow, February 13th. The United States has told its citizens to leave Russia immediately due to the war in Ukraine and the risk of arbitrary arrest or harassment by Russian law enforcement agencies. The U.S. Citizens are residing or traveling in Russia Russia should depart immediately. The U.S. Embassy in Moscow said, exercise increased caution due to the risk of wrongful detentions. Do not travel to Russia, it added. Now, where was this warning at when all this shit first started? Where was this warning at when Brittany Griner got stopped at the airport and was about to do 10 years in fucking Siberia? Where was this warning at? Where was the warning at? Now you want to warn them? So the thing now, this has got my gears turning. Like, okay, why you didn't warn nobody a year ago? Right? Because we're coming up on a year. If not, we're already in a year of this conflict, right? I think everything sparked in February, if I'm not mistaken. Where was the warnings at then? This tells me that it's some other shit coming down the pipe that you're not telling us, and now you warning the American citizens to get out of that country before y'all do something. Is it because you scared of retaliation for the Nord Stream? Because allegedly we found out that we had something to do with the Nord Stream, which Hotep's been told you. You know what I mean? Suge White, what's up, Suge White? He says another shooting going on right now. Is that the one in Kansas City, bro? Let me know if that's the one you're talking about in Kansas City. It just don't make sense to me. You're telling people to get out of Dodge. What's about to happen? Something about to happen over there, yo. Something about to happen over there. Something power grid about to go down. Something about to go down over there. Somebody about to drop a Scud missile with extra cheese or something. I don't know what's about to happen over there, but if you listening, if you hear this, anybody in the sound of my voice, you got people over there, tell them to get home, yo, because if the State Department's saying get your ass home because something about to happen over there. And it's not because they're afraid of unnecessary or wrongful detentions. something about to happen there, and they're being real cryptic about it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you're right.
So it says Russian security services have arrested U.S. citizens on spurious charges, singled out U.S. citizens in Russia for detention and harassment, denied them fair and transparent treatment, and convicted them in secret trials or without presenting credible evidence, the embassy said. I want names. I want names so I can say free whoever. You know what I mean? We said free Brittany Griner the whole time, right? I want names so we can say free Joe Blow. Right? Free, I don't know, free whoever. I want names. I want names, State Department. I want names.
Yo, I'm back to on Brittany Griner though. Nobody showed up for her release party or any of that stuff, and you haven't heard not one thing about her since. Have you?
Nope, I ain't
Have you
heard
heard
shit about
anything?
her. Nope.
Huh?
Not a thing.
They didn't bring her to the, when they did the State of the Union address.
Yep.
I thought for sure she was gonna be up in the stands, and they were gonna be like, "Shout out to Brittany, we brought you home." That didn't happen either.
Nope.
So I'm wondering what the heck. Why did they put the ice on the story? What's really going on?
One thing, she could be ungrateful as a mud.
Could be.
The other thing is, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That's a good question.
I wonder if the chat got any idea what's going on with that. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let us know.
I guess they met the quota with Tyree Nichols' family. It's like, ooh, this is more tragic. Let's use this one.
But why not put to use what, to be like the highlight, to be like, Joe got her out. Look what we doing. Unless she totally shut that down and said, you can't use my name.
Probably.
Where it's going to cost you more than, like she had a price tag to it or something like that. I don't know.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility, bro. That's a possibility. But
because Colin Kaepernick is still out here grinding. He's got the new Netflix deals coming. He's got new TV shows in the works, and they showed him working out like he was gonna be training for football again just recently. I think it was last week or something like that. They showed him working out again.
Yep. Man, probably said Brit is 2022. She was last year's Griff. Yeah. We got Fuego de Busuero. What's going on? He said arrested some glowies. I think she was not playing ball with them. She probably wasn't, bro. She probably wasn't. Who, we're going to get to that, Mr. Caution. But the shooting going on, Suge White. Let's say Michigan State. The guy is still out there somewhere. So you said before the show that there was supposed to be 2 shooters in Kansas right now, right?
Yes.
Suge White saying Michigan State, the guy's still out there somewhere. It's a shooting happening in Michigan State right now.
Oh, dang. Guess we'll have to find out about this later on and see what's going down.
Breaking news anytime is feel like breaking. Let's see. So
as we get some more details, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it and
47 minutes ago, shelter in place immediately. Shots fired at Michigan State University. Let's go to this real quick.
EMS paramedics standing by with helmets on just in case they had to go into an active scene, and we are still working to try to get more information here on campus. Anna David.
All right, Cody. Once again, to update you, as you know, a very fluid situation unfolding right now on the campus of Michigan State University. We have authorities from as far as Clinton County that we know of, state police. The governor is aware and has been briefed on this apparent mass shooting on the campus. We are hearing several injured, at least one dead.
All right, let's take some more live pictures up here that we can go to. Do we have that? This is IM East. This is where a lot of the SWAT team and a lot of police have been converging because the last known location for this alleged shooter has been IM East on the Michigan State campus, where we have been reporting multiple injuries. tonight from this active shooter situation. This is right now IME students coming out with their hands up, showing they are not
The shooter.
the shooter. Apparently police are taking every precaution to catch the person responsible, and anybody in IM East or in that surrounding area will probably be searched thoroughly to make sure they are not the active shooter, because they think they've zeroed in on this shooter at IM East on the Michigan State University campus. Here we see more students coming out of that area as more police move in. There's
a lot of armed police.
We'll keep y'all abreast of that situation. Damn. So you said it was in Kansas, right? 2 shooters. And then we got 2 shootings happening essentially simultaneously, I guess. Doubles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we'll find out more about it, I guess.
Treadstone about to be hard at work, yo. Treadstone is about to be hard at work. Just want y'all to know that. Let's get to the so it's something that they're not telling us, bro. It's something that they're not telling us, and I think that these aircrafts have something to do. These unidentified, whatever they call them, whatever the fuck they call them, UFOs. Goddamn it! Something don't add up to this, right? Something don't add up. So, all right, you shoot down a fucking weather balloon or whatever, y'all said it was a surveillance balloon from China, right? Okay, fair enough. We can't disprove that. Let's just go with that. A couple days later, after you shoot that one down, well, first off, you shoot it down, then you wait till Monday to go get the wreckage. Didn't make any sense to me. You would think that you want to know what the hell was going on, what that was, right? A couple days later, you shoot down another one, but you don't know what it is. Right. Then you shoot another one down in Kansas. I'm sorry, not Kansas, Jesus. And Canada. You still don't know what it is you shot down. Or you won't say what it is that you guys took down. Something doesn't make sense, right? And I guess the New York Times agrees. It says, what's going on up there? Theories, but no answers, and shoots down of mystery craft. And shoot downs of mystery crafts. The U.S. and Canada are investigating 3 unidentified flying objects shot down over North America in the past 3 days. I thought it was 4. All right, 3. Militaries have adjusted radars to try to spot more incursions. If the truth is out there, it certainly is not apparent yet. Pentagon and intelligence officials are trying to make sense of 3 unidentified flying objects over Alaska, Canada, and Michigan that U.S. fighter jets shot down with missiles on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's interesting.
They hit them with missiles?
Yeah. Like, you could just lob some bullets. Okay.
Okay. Maybe that's their protocol. I don't know. I'm not an Air Force pilot. Top Gun, Tom Cruise.
The latest turn in the aerial show taking place in the skies above North America comes after a helter-skelter weekend involving what at times seemed like an invasion of unidentified flying objects. The latest objects had first been spotted on Saturday over Montana, initially sparking debate over whether it even existed. On Saturday, military officials detected a radar blip over Montana, which then disappeared, leading them to conclude it was an anomaly. Then a blip, people could physically see the shit in the sky.
Yeah.
Then a blip appeared Sunday over Montana, then Wisconsin, then Michigan, and once the military officials evaded visual and confirmation, they ordered an F-16 to shoot it down over Lake Huron. So, okay, this object is not the one that they shot down about South Carolina. There are 2 big questions around this episode. The episodes: what were the craft, and why does the United States appear to be seeing more suddenly and shooting down more? That's a good question. That's a good question. What you think about this, Jay?
Well, I think that you had that one point that you made that I brought up and I thought was pretty cool, and I talked about it before. You said what if eventually they send over something with the payload? Where our little things go flying at it and hitting it with missiles and stuff like that, and it's high altitude, but it actually has an EMP or something like that ready for it, and they know ahead of time what the strategy is. Send it over, get it blown up, set off that EMP. I don't know. I mean, you brought up the fact that what if it had a payload? What if it had, like the payload could be biological or something like that? Like what we were seeing. Like, so what if they send a couple over with payloads that are biological in nature, and it starts spraying stuff all over the whole area? Then now you covering the whole area, miles and miles wide. But it also, think about it too, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In that film, there was no chemical incident taking place. It was all a cover-up for the UFOs to land so that they can communicate with the aliens. Remember that in that film? The people came out there to see what was going on, and they told them, you can't come over here. And there was all kind of Coca-Cola trucks and all that running, but it was really all the glowies. And on top of that, too, with that incident going on in Ohio, is it Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the incident in Ohio, that's in that movie that's on Netflix. That whole incident is in a movie.
What movie?
It takes place. What's the name of the movie, chat? What's the name of the movie? The whole entire incident is spelled out in a movie that came out on Netflix.
Word.
It's a predictive programming movie. The chat will know the name of the movie. They're gonna throw it in there for a second.
Yeah, I need to know what that is, chat.
Yeah, it came out in the movie, and it's about Ohio and about how these trains derailed and all this chemical gas came up or whatever, and they all had to evacuate the town, and then they put these other people in like a little FEMA camp or something like that, and it's the entire storyline. In fact, they filmed that movie there, not near that Palestine, but near somewhere over there.
That's interesting.
Ahead of time before all this went down.
That's very interesting. So, let me see. Mr. Caution says not UFOs.
Look, Emmanuel said they filmed it in Ohio.
There's no way we know about a current UFO invasion. That's true. These are the screams and op. Saw says they got new restricted airspace in Montana and Michigan. That's right. They do got that restricted airspace. I did read about that. He said nobody shoots at the things they don't know what it is. That's true, Natasha. I agree with that. Shit sound like National Enquirer. It do, though. It do. But remember what they said, Men in Black? The tabloids was the truth. Oh, my gosh, bro. Treadstone working overtime.
Oh, that movie is called White Noise. You hear me?
Noise. White. Oh, I
called
did hear
White
about that.
Noise.
I did hear about that. I never watched it, though. Yeah, Manuel says they filmed it in Ohio.
It stars Adam Driver and Don Cheadle.
Yeah, somebody over there said White Noise is the movie. They said a Disobey Sex says this White Noise is the movie. I appreciate you over there, bro.
It says this is the story. It says disrupted cataclysmic train accident casts a cloud of chemical waste over a small town in Ohio. This airborne toxic event forces a mass evacuation, which leads to a traffic jam on the highway. People decide to steal some cars and get away from the exposure to the cloud. Multiple families gather outside of the town in a summer camp.
Fuego over on Rumble says I thought this is it. I guess he's saying he thinks this is a distraction from the Seymour Hersh Nord Stream bombing report, since that was an act of war against Germany. And
right about that, we could be sending up because of your payload theory, we could be sending up our own little stuff and saying it's flying in from somewhere else, but really it's just us putting it up there.
Mr. Caution says some actors live near the actual crash site. Wow. And Steph says the movie is based on a book from the 80s. So I said, I call it a coincidence, but ain't none of those. That's facts. Well, while we on the subject, let's go ahead and get to our last subject tonight.
Predictive programming.
Bro, this Ohio shit, bro, this shit is crazy. I spent some time on this. This shit is nuts. Dead animals and reports of sickness as ecological disaster. That's what I called it earlier today in my streaming. Ecological disaster unfolds after Ohio toxic train derailment. Reports of an environmental impact of a train derailment in Ohio, which released toxic chemicals into the air, surface soils, and surface waters. What the fuck is surface waters? This shit's in the water. If it's in the water, that shit is mixed in. That shit is mixed in. Look at these pictures, bro. Look at this shit. I'll make this bigger so y'all can see it. The ecological fallout from the derailment of a freight train carrying toxic materials in rural Ohio is still being determined 10 days after the 10 days? I just heard about the 10 days, yo. It's been 10 days.
Yeah, it seems fast. 10 days.
Did y'all, chat, Rumble and YouTube, did y'all hear about this 10 days ago, or did y'all just hear about this like in the last couple of days? Bro, what? Around 50 train cars derailed on February 3rd in a small town of East Palestine, including about 20 cars carrying hazardous substances. No one was killed after a broken axle sent the Norfolk Southern train careening off the tracks. Investigators said more than 2,000 residents were evacuated due to health concerns over the chemical leak, but have since been allowed to return. Why? Some of the crashed cars were carrying toxic chemicals, vinyl chloride, butyl acrylate, I guess it's saying. I don't know how to pronounce these shits. Y'all see that shit. I don't know what none of that shit is. I know what ether is. Which were released into the air, surface soils, and surface waters. 5 rail car tankers of vinyl chloride were intentionally breached by crews, and the substance diverted to an excavated trench. A controlled detonation was then carried out to prevent an explosion. To prevent an explosion? Wasn't it an explosion?
Yeah, I thought that was. I don't know what them dust clouds would look like.
Right. Anyway, to prevent an explosion. Sending noxious black clouds billowing across the area. One of the substances released was phosgene, a gas deployed as a chemical weapon in the First World War. What? 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 Bro. They set this shit on fire. And then when they set the shit on fire, it turned the liquid into a gas, and now this shit is just fucking, it's in the atmosphere, bro. People is breathing this stuff in. People are breathing this stuff in. You know what? I'm gonna do this because I can't say it no better than these people. Where this shit at? Oh, first off, we'll get to this in a second after this. Hold on. Which I thought was very fucking interesting. So we're gonna go with we're gonna go with the chemical. We're gonna go with the chemistry Asian, okay, on this.
It's wild. Like, we don't see Greta out there marching around with a little fist up in the air.
Right.
With this story being basically buried, like, it's a jacked up disaster, ecologically speaking. I mean, it's crazy. So, and it took place in Palestine.
Saul says, this don't remind y'all of the Simpsons when they had the waste water from the nuclear factory being pumped into the lake. Mm-hmm. And then Homer's pig shit silos sent the contamination to the next level. Yeah, I remember that episode. You got a point. All right, so let's go over here. Listen to our science agent.
This hasn't been getting a lot of coverage, and the coverage that it has been getting hasn't been very good. So let's talk about the trail derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. East Palestine's about an hour north of Pittsburgh, almost halfway to Cleveland. Norfolk Southern has a rail line that goes right through town, and this derailment happened right on the edge outside of town on the border of PA and Ohio. Of the cars that crashed, 5 of them contained vinyl chloride. It's a monomer used to make PVC. The reporting on this has gotten vinyl chloride confused with polyvinyl chloride, the polymer made out of vinyl chloride. Now, the reason that this distinction is really important is vinyl chloride is very hazardous and very flammable. Polyvinyl chloride is a plastics that's used in like everything. The other thing about vinyl chloride is that it boils at 8 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's shipped in its liquid form.
It boils at 8 degrees. 8 degrees. If I breathe on it, that shit gonna start boiling. $8 degrees? How volatile is that shit?
Form, meaning that when these trains crashed and these started leaking, they weren't just leaking liquid, but they were spewing boiling gas. So vinyl chloride is really toxic. OSHA has the permissible limit of how much you can be exposed to it during an 8-hour shift as a 1 ppm part per million, average over 8 hours. So prior to this, the biggest spill of this chemical was in New Jersey, where 1 train car and about 23,000 gallons of vinyl chloride were spilled, but it didn't catch on fire. Now, this crash in Ohio has 5 train cars. These kinds of tanker cars can carry between 25 and 33,000 gallons. Let's call it 250 to 250,000 pounds of vinyl chloride. That's per train car, 5 train cars. There's maybe 1 million pounds of this toxic chemical spilling into the ground and also boiling off into the air. But then it caught on fire. I think this is where the reporting is really bad, because no one is mentioning what the byproduct of vinyl chloride burning is. Of the many byproducts of burning vinyl chloride, one of them is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is really unstable and latches onto water, like just water vapor in the atmosphere, and that turns into hydrochloric acid. So right now, government officials from the railroad, both the governor of Pennsylvania and Ohio, are calling burning off the 1 million pounds of this stuff a success, but not mentioning that it means that we have hundreds of thousands of pounds of acid in the air, potentially. Now, ever since engineering school, I've studied a lot of industrial accidents. I just find it really fascinating, and organizations like the Chemical Safety Board, NTSB, and OSHA all have like really good reports available to the public. I think as a designer, it's really good to learn about mistakes. When looking at these kinds of industrial disasters across time, there are a couple things that are pretty universal across all of them. 1, the responsible party, in this case, Norfolk Southern Railway, always plays down the reality of the situation. Politicians also just repeat the same lines, and then news outlets just repeat the same. So all we're hearing is the responsible party's word.
Bro. And they calling for acid rain. They were calling for acid rain in Ohio, bro. Not to mention, did you see this shit? There we go. Special weather statement issued February 13th at 11:21 by News Pittsburgh. Elevated risk of wildfire spread this afternoon. A combination of dry and windy conditions will create an elevated risk of wildfire spread this afternoon. Minimum relative humidity values are forecast to drop into the mid to upper 20s across southwest Pennsylvania, southeast Ohio, and northern West Virginia, with wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour. Residents are urged to exercise caution if handling any potential ignition sources such as machinery, cigarettes, or matches. If dry grasses and tree litter begin to burn, the fire will have the potential to spread rapidly.
Right.
So
look,
you scared of wildfires in February.
Look, this is where MTG's Oy vey lasers come into play, right?
Yeah.
They might. I hope they don't turn on them laser blasters. Don't turn on the Han Solos, because that's gonna light that place up.
Saul said he putting on his chemistry cap on tonight. Gotta acquire more info on these chemicals, bro. Liberty Christian LLC says it's scheduled to rain here Thursday. I'll let y'all know if the paint on my car melts off. Yeah, let us know. Let us know. That'd be interesting to see. Fuego says ethylene glycol is used in antifreeze. Butyl can be a rubber sealer. What the? And motherfuckers about to breathe this shit. Disobey said I knew 10 days ago. The cops and fire department set the fire. Huh. That's fucking crazy. Bro. So whether they caught on fire, you set the fire, you let these noxious fumes, these dangerous fumes into the sky. People are breathing it in. Animals are dying in the water. You know, you got people collapsing from breathing this shit in. It's in the drinking water, bro. Because make no mistake, y'all, whatever water source, I'm sure it goes to the water treatment facility wherever. And I don't know if the water treatment facility can filter that shit out. That's interesting, bro. Saul says, wow, that's what I'm saying, yo. Like, it's cold as fuck. It's cold up here. It's cold. It's colder in Ohio and in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And you worried about wildfires? Something ain't right there, bro. What's that? He says they arrested a reporter at a local press conference. Did he for real? That's crazy. Local cops blew it up like they do to beach whales. Jesus. But yeah, so, and then you got this girl here. This one was interesting because I like the caption said, I wasn't expecting this because she got the blue hair. She looked like Carrie Mathison if Carrie Mathison was Gen Z.
I see so many people talking about the train derailment at East Palestine, Ohio. And all I'm going to ask is that if you do this, you get your facts right. I literally grew up right down the road from East Palestine. My old childhood best friend lives in the fucking town. My current best friend literally lives right next to the town. It is so much worse than what the media is telling any of us. I'm getting reports from people that are down there right now that they're literally seeing schools of fish floating down streams, rivers, fucking dead. I got a video from my friend, okay? And she's like walking, dude. It's all fucking dead. All fucking dead. And on the top of the water is a really pretty chemical rainbow sheen. The chemicals are in the fucking water and they're lying to the rest of the country saying they're not. The water's been contaminated. The soil's been contaminated. The fucking air is contaminated. You literally are about to see some of the worst fucking health side effects coming out of people in that town. It's not even funny. And y'all want to know something even more fucked up? The restaurant that I work at in a whole different state had to donate food to them because we had people from the churches calling to tell us that Red Cross never fucking came, FEMA never fucking came, the environmental conservationists still have yet to fucking come, and nobody's fucking helping them. Meaning all of the fucking firefighters that were working get no food, have nothing to help them, nothing. Okay, all the people that were displaced have no food, water, a place to stay. None of that shit. It is so much worse than what they're telling you. And TikTok probably won't even let me post this video. But if this video gets posted, please save it and repost it everywhere you fucking can. Because I'm telling y'all, they are covering this shit up. They are covering this shit up because they don't want to get out how bad it actually was. This was not good. This was the worst fucking thing that's happened probably in the past 8 years. That entire town is basically unlivable now because of the fucking chemicals. And they're lying, telling civilians that it's safe, knowing damn well because I took chemistry and I know chemicals and I have this awesome fucking supercomputer in my hand. The side effects from breathing in those chemicals, they're covering shit up. They're covering shit up. They're covering shit up. But it's not surprising.
Bro. I know Phoenix Ammunition said he wasn't far from there. He said it was a couple of hours. He said I might have to drop down there and see just how bad it is, because he also said he was getting reports of it being that much, a lot worse than what the media is saying.
Right. I saw you mention that earlier today too.
Like, so you got the train cars that derail. Okay, got you. Accidents happen.
But
5 cars, 23,000 gallons apiece. Let's just say. That liquid into the soil, into the water. That's the problem right there. I'm not gonna say the soil ain't the problem, but that's the problem right there. In the water. Disobey over on Rumble says the water will run all the way to the Gulf.
Oh, man.
Lewis Cipher says the 200-mile radius of the chemical clouds will affect us in Dayton as well in western Ohio. So you in Ohio. Jeez. Saw said her head like she woke up from an Adderall nap. Jeez. Oh, gosh. But, like, all seriousness, man, this is crazy right here. This is nuts, y'all. Yeah, you're right. Sauce says the Ohio River has a basin has a wide spread, bro. It's going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect a lot of people. And then you got prevailing winds pushing that shit. It's not just going to stay local to Ohio in that area. You got winds. That's a cloud, bro. That shit going to get pushed. I don't know where it's going to get pushed, but them prevailing winds are going to send it somewhere. This could have a multi-state backlash. This could have a multi-state consequence effect. Natasha says all water is connected, all life is connected. That's right. And I'm gonna say this again, guys. Get prepared, people. Please get prepared. Get your food stores, get your water, get your first aid. Shit, get a gas mask, get a respirator. Get a gas mask, get a respirator. I was on Mirror, what's it called? Mirror Safety. Let's see. Yeah. Get a gas mask. So I mean, they cost a couple dollars. You might be able to go, if you got a Sunny surplus or a military surplus, you could probably get a gas mask from your military surplus, and you can buy.
Oh, dang it. You got it pulled up, too.
Yeah.
Professional joints.
You know what I mean? Like $263, that's not, I ain't going to say it's not too bad as a cost, but, they got something like this, right? They got something like this. Like some shit that is in the game of the division. Right here. So, get something that you can breed. They got shit for dogs. They got babies. They got stuff for babies. You can see some of it already sold out. Get yourself a gas mask, y'all. Get your food stores up. Get your water up. Because I don't know how far that this liquid is gonna go. Because this is a disaster, and like that girl said, it's that that little town is unlivable now.
Man,
that's Flint, Michigan. That's Flint, Michigan, right there. That's Flint, Michigan, right there. The new Flint, Michigan. It's unlivable. Thing about it is, like I said, those winds are gonna push that cloud somewhere. That water gonna flow downstream, downriver into the Chesapeake or whatever it connects to. The Atlantic. Be prepared for some real shit to go down, guys, over this. That climate crisis they've been looking for. Shit is sad, man. We'll keep you abreast as it keeps going. as the story evolves. Also, we'll keep you abreast. Maybe I'll touch on it, I don't know, tomorrow or something in the work grift or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is sad. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, man. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Appreciate you, Jay, rolling with me. You know,
It's been good. No, I want to before we roll out, I want to touch on a couple of things. Cycle back for a second, back to the Super Bowl thing.
Okay.
You see, Candace Owens put out a tweet earlier. She said, "This is how conservatives lose the culture war. There's nothing wrong with Rihanna's performance, but they're finding things wrong anyway."
Oh shit.
That came from Candace Owens.
Candace Owens must have. She must have channeled Red Pill Black.
That was something unexpected. I didn't expect to see here. And then CJ Pearson, this came from CJ. This in a world of Sam Smiths, I'm choosing Rihanna every single day. Also, I prefer to leave finding things to be offended about to the left. So, what page did they get on? That's unusual for those two talking point people right there.
Hey, disobey sex as clouds look like they be heading to New York, bro. I don't know. Jimmy Dawes says guns, plate carrier, gas mask, build a bug out bag, have a safe place to meet with your family, friends that are willing. That is true. That is true. Steph said Candace is grifting. Candace grifting. She getting on that common sense shit. Joe Beer said, heads up, gas masks, they don't work if you have a beard. It has to make a seal onto your skin. Yeah, I'll cut this shit off. I ain't worried about it. I ain't got much of a beard to begin with. Natasha says, Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Natasha bringing up the word of the Lord, right? So the left was mad about that Jesus ad during the Super Bowl. Yeah. Did you see that? AOC said that seeing Jesus stuff is fascism and racism or something like that. Who's that clown that's always running his mouth on Twitter, that Defiant Dad or whatever, and all those other weirdo leftists? They were all complaining, saying they don't want religion in their Super Bowl. They were saying they were real mad that Christians or charities would spend their money on an ad instead of on helping the homeless. Now look, but political ads.
Y'all want a Christian song. You want a Christian song in the Super Bowl, though? Lift every voice and sing. These are hypocrites, y'all.
Yes, exactly. Look, the virtue signaling, this is what I put out earlier. I said the virtue signaling anger over how charities spend their money are the same concerns of Judas in the Bible, right? Mm-hmm. Those angered don't really care about the poor or downtrodden. They care about likes on social media and looking holier than thou. And listen, this is pocket watching, right? I'm not worried about AOC's pockets, but the last time I checked, is AOC out there helping the downtrodden or helping herself? Is she rocking $10,000 dresses or not? These political ads and campaigns that they run, these hypocrites' political ads and campaigns that they run cost tens of millions of dollars. And that whole Hollywood has billions of dollars that they all associate with on a daily basis. Those parties that they go to, those Grammys that they attend, those galas that they attend, all that stuff and all that patting themselves on the back. Look, the charities that they work for aren't the downtrodden charities. They're the type of charities that they're using to use as a tax write-off. At the end of the day, those people don't care nothing about the lower class, the people that are just barely surviving, or the person with the sign that says, "Can you help me out?" They're not stopping the car for that man or that woman.
Nope.
They only care about the social media and the likes and the attention, and they're attention whores, and they're hypocrites. So they need to get off their tail and stop pocket watching other people and worry about their own business before they start running their mouth about what other people are doing with their money.
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. And that's a good place to end it. Guys, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon, and it'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we were live, because YouTube ain't doing it. If you want to donate to the channel during the stream, Rumble Rants, Super Chats, always welcome. You can always donate to my Cash App, $Cannon Hotep. It's $Cannon Hotep. Make sure you subscribe to Hotep TV, please. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Hotep TV if you're not already. We're trying to build that channel up. You get, three on one channel. You get me, Hotep Jesus, and Uncle Hotep's content. Also, go over to my let me show you guys it now. Let's see. Go over to my new channel, guys. It's called The Nerd Out. Go over to my new channel, The Nerd Out. We're talking gaming. We're talking comics. We're talking movies. We may start doing movie nights maybe once a month, stuff like that. That's The Nerd Out, guys. Head on over there and subscribe as well. Anyway, we got a one coming up on Wednesday with me and Hotep with it. We're gonna recap episodes 4 and 5 from The Last of Us. Just saying, you guys don't want to miss that. Anyway, Jay Pyle on his Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, and don't miss. But seriously, guys, please get your stuff together, guys.
Yes, sir.
Get your food store.
And have a happy and safe Valentine's Day too, people.
That's right. For Valentine's Day, get your wife, get your significant other a gas mask and a bottle of water. We holla at you. Oh man, let me stop.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.
Like, what is this for, baby?
Niggas need to wake up.
Gotta stay prepared. We got